As Las Vegas Raiders owner Mark Davis called it, the Death Star. Allegiant Stadium might as well be a spaceship with all of its modern flair. This area behind me, though, that's home to opening night, where the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs will take the podium to talk to the media. A lot of kids grow up watching him, SpongeBob SquarePants on Nickelodeon, cooking up some Krabby Patties. And if you watch Nick growing up, you probably also know about this, slime. But one thing that nobody has ever seen is the Super Bowl on Nickelodeon. You're a veteran in this business. How do you continue to challenge yourself to get better?
Well, there are young kids graduating from Syracuse University. They're after our jobs. They're nipping at our heels. They're right. I got to knock them away from my backside every time.
Food is synonymous with Super Bowl Sunday. At home, you might be eating some pizza and wings, but here at Allegiant Stadium, they've got quite the menu. So let's try some. 11 months ago, Taylor Swift sold out Allegiant Stadium 2 nights in a row. Since then, she's continued to dominate the music world, but now, in a return to Las Vegas, she has the NFL in the palm of her hand. Picture this. It's a 1-point game. Less than 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl, and you're the only person on the field that can win it like this. Now, I can make a field goal at the NFL Fan Experience with my friend Ben Spector holding. But how on earth could someone do that with over 100 million people watching and everything to lose? Next up, we're rocking with the Wagyu dog. Not something I could certainly afford at school, but... Juwan, I got to ask you this first. Your friend Travis, he's pretty famous, and he's got a relatively famous girlfriend, too. Have you gotten to meet Taylor yet?
Yes, I met her a couple times. A phenomenal person. She's a great woman for sure.
Patrick Star and SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yes, you can call me Sponge.
Sponge, I got to ask you first. What's it like getting to broadcast the Super Bowl? I know you haven't done it yet, but kind of what's going through your mind leading up to it?
Well, it's a pretty big deal, and
a prolific scorer with 23 points today and 3,030 in her career. She's helped fuel a couple of comebacks for the Orange these last 2 games. Florida State's reeling right now. Turnage dumps down low. Timpson's shot no good. The Syracuse defense has been incredible in this second half. The Orange outscoring the Seminoles 9-0 in this fourth quarter. Can it continue? Fair draws the foul. That one on Bajetti. That's Bajetti's 3rd foul. It's Kennedy Perkins will swap out with Fair, and she'll inbound.
Coach Wyckoff has been complaining a decent bit to the refs today. Didn't seem to agree with that one, but she's just sitting down. She's not even giving that battle a try anymore.
Sometimes you just got to preserve your energy, right? Burrows from downtown. That one's long. Good on the board. The putback's good. Syracuse up by 3. The run continues.
Offensive rebounds galore for the Orange in this fourth quarter.
Gordon through contact gets fouled. The undersized 5'4" Omaria Gordon battling through the trees with confidence, headed to the line for 2.
And right after that play, Wilson pointed at herself. She said, "I know, that's me." Was looking at Kyra Wood, her teammate, because she had her hand straight up.
Now, Tyler, in this second half, pretty much everything Syracuse was doing poorly. We talked about rebounds, points in the paint. They've fully turned around.
Absolutely. I mean, Coach Leggett Jack has said that her team is a 30-minute team. They'll play great for 30 minutes. Last year, the 10 minutes Syracuse couldn't play well in was the fourth quarter. This year, it's the first quarter. Slow starts, but ever since then, it's been phenomenal finishes for Syracuse.
I think she'd take it this way, right? Coming around a little later.
Rather finish strong than collapse.
Syracuse up by 1. Perkins carving through the lane, off the glass and in. Syracuse up by 3 once again. The Orange have hit 4 of their last 5 shots. Offense is really starting to roll. Latson trying to kick it out. Miscommunication. Thought she had Bajetti. She was going a different direction.
Florida State, the best team in terms of limiting turnovers in the ACC, just 11 per game, up to 13 on the day, Jack.
They said they wanted to take care of the ball. Hasn't happened this half. Fair pulls up. Short. Here comes Florida State. Space and pace. That's the name of the game for Latson and the Seminoles. They keep it within one.
Look at this, Deasia Fair handing the ball off to Kennedy Perkins, unafraid to let her teammate shine, ride the hot hand.
Perkins 9 points off the bench. How about Burrows? That one's long. Fight for the board. Good hustle and Fair secures it. Fair, step back three. Off the mark. Fight for the rebound down low. Deasia secures it. Got some space in the mid-range, which will slow things down. Gets the screen and gets fouled. Another on Bajetti. That's number 4 for one of Florida State's stars. A fantastic athlete. Doesn't seem like anyone can ever doubt that. The Orange start on offense to begin the second half. Good showing in the first, putting up 8 goals on a Black Knight defense that only allows 9 a game. Here's Leo with the short stick matchup. Pass across, tipped away. Spolina recovers behind the back, finds its way in. Oh, are you kidding me, Christian Mule? You're putting on a highlight reel today.
I don't know how that just happened. It starts off with a deflection. Somehow Spolina finds it, and then the incredible behind the back here from Mule. I mean, that's almost 3 kind of plays in a row, 3 guys. So I'm just thinking, how did they just do that?
Off the right side of the pipe, off the top, and then into the net. Does Christian Mule have, any urge to shoot the ball normally, or is he going to be this cool all game?
In the sport of lacrosse, sometimes being flashy helps you. In that case, the only thing Mule could have done was go behind the back, and he did it perfectly.
The perfect angle for Christian Mule. He's got 2 goals today. Here's John Mullen and Will Coletti at the X. Army comes away with it. The Black Knights 6 goals in the first half. Reese Burek with 2, Jacob Morn with 2, and then Jackson Eicher, Evan Plunkin, each with 1.
If you're Army, you're starting to enter a bit of a danger zone. Down by 3, struggling to stop Syracuse. Need to bounce back. Need to bounce back at a big time.
Plunkett draws Alexo, and now they swap. O'Connor's shot rings off the pipe and in.
Perfect placement there from Bailey O'Connor. A great job off the screen to roll back. He has some room, and then offside hip. Almost looked like that hit Mark's gloves. Just too much power on it for one of the best goalies in the country to get to. That's exactly the bounce back that you need.
Bailey O'Connor, the senior midfielder, scoring on his high school teammate, Will Mark. They played at Salisbury School together. Both O'Connor, Will Mark, Caden Cole as well. That's the first goal in a long time for Army. The offense went stale, but Bailey O'Connor gets his 4th goal of the season and brings Army within 2. Cohn and Coletti duking it out once again. The Cadets come away with it. Fellows behind the goal right now matched up with a pole. We saw Wyatt Hoddle, Vinny Trujillo all on the attackman today, but looks like they're going to try to throw Carter Rice on him now. Interesting matchup. Plunkett drops this one. Kikemo goes for the takeaway. And O'Connor steps over half field. Didn't know where he was. It's a turnover.
Got to be aware, and again, I said this earlier, but if you're the Army bench, you got to let him know. You got to help him understand that he's at midfield, because when you're on the field, you're so locked in about just getting that loose ball, you don't even understand that you're about to step over and turn it over.
Very atypical of a very well-disciplined Army team that doesn't make mistakes like that. There's Burt Whistle, already has 2 goals today, or Luke Roa rather, a second-line midfielder. His righty shot is good.
Luke Rowe with a spark off the bench.
Great punt by Jack Stonehouse, who was just coming off an injury.
And Dino Babers hugs Jack Stonehouse near the 50 as the Missouri transfer walks off the field and commends him for his efforts after he left with an injury. He couldn't put any weight on that leg as he was helped off the field. But now he's back, and he just had a massive boot to pin Virginia Tech inside its own 10-yard line.
Stonehouse averages over 46 yards per punt. That's 9th in all of college football.
It's pretty good.
1st and 10 for VT, moving from left to right. Ball on the 7-yard line at the near side hash. Drones in the shotgun, claps his hands, gets the snap. He hands it off to the left side. Looks like Bayshall Tootin has it, brings it back to the line of scrimmage, right around the numbers. Won't gain any at 2nd and 10.
That's what SU needs to do better. Stop the run on 1st down. This is an offense that can get the ball moving in multiple different ways with multiple different weapons. So to get a stop on 1st down is big, especially with Virginia Tech on its own 7.
16-0 VT on top, 9 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Ball at the 7, 2nd and 10 near side hash. Drones in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. Drones gets the snap, backpedals into the end zone, throws it to Tootin on the near side at the 5, but he plants it into the ground right before his ankles. 3rd and 10 coming up.
This is where a stop is needed most, because if you could stop Virginia Tech deep in its own end, then Syracuse can get the ball back and have a shorter field and get back into this contest quicker.
3rd and 10, ball at the 7. Drones is 5 for 12 passing, only 27 yards through the air today. With his legs, he's got 45. Had a long run of 38 earlier this quarter. It's 3rd and 10, ball still at the 7. Jalen Lane in motion from right to left. Drones gets a shotgun snap. He rolls to his right, throws to Tootin. He makes the catch at the 5, goes to the 10, to the 15. Looks like he's got that 1st down distance. The Lane Stadium crowd loves it, and it's because they're moving the chains. It's a Virginia Tech 1st down.
Isaiah Johnson was right there to make a tackle, but what a block from Caden Moore, the center, the redshirt junior. He's a leader of this Virginia Tech offense. Comes out of nowhere to take Isaiah Johnson out of the play to set up a Virginia Tech 1st down.
Tootin's a good pass catching back. He has 20 catches for over 200 yards this season. 16-0 VT on top, 8.5 to go in the 2nd. Drones gets the shotgun snap, fakes a handoff, runs to his left, takes it up the middle. He's brought down at the 25-yard line at the near side hash mark. Another nice run for Kyron Drones. Looks like a gain of 7. 2nd and short coming up for the Hokies.
Now Virginia Tech has some confidence, and that's what you don't want if you're Syracuse, getting those chunk plays that it had earlier in this quarter and in the opening frame.
2nd and 4, ball at the 24-yard line to the near side hash mark. Drones in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. It's Stephen Gosnell. Drones gets the shotgun snap. He hands it off to Tootin on the right side. He bursts through the gap, through the 30, past the 35, brought down right before the 40. A nice long run by Malachi Thomas, who's contributed plenty today. Another 1st down for Virginia Tech.
Well, Malachi Thomas is giving the nightmares to this SU defense that he gave 2 years ago when he had over 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's been doing it on the ground. He's been doing it with his arm on the 1st score for Virginia Tech. And ultimately, Malachi Thomas has been key.
1st and 10, ball at the 38, near side hash. Drones gets the shotgun snap. He fakes a handoff, now takes a 3-step drop, heaves the ball deep downfield on the right side. It is clipped by Daquan Felton. He heads into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Felton blows a kiss to the crowd. He gives VT a 22-0 lead halfway through the 2nd quarter.